Hello, we're the Lollars.
And our daughter Zoey has Pierrot band sequence.
And this is our story.
Zoey was born on April 25th, 2011. Prior to having Zoey, we didn't know that there was any issues until she was born that day. The pediatrician kept saying things to the nurse and had kind of a worried look on his face, and I kept looking at Zeb and going, well, what are they saying?
I was just trying to run things and not even think about any of the bad stuff that was going on at the time. So wasn't fully sure what was going on and where that was going to lead us. So I was kind of like, she'll go through this, she'll be fine, and we'll get out of here and we'll work and do whatever we got to do to get her better and get her where she needs to be.
After we spent 3 weeks in the NICU at Gunderson, we were able to go home, which was great. I was like, okay, we can take her home, things are going to be okay. And over the next couple months, it just, she was up and down. We took her in there and she took one look at her and said, she's not doing very good. She's having a lot of breathing issues, and they checked her oxygen levels and it wasn't very good. We ended up being admitted to the hospital right then and there. They said this is going to be a long journey, and it was. We ended up spending 55 days in Madison.
The surgery for jaw distraction is break her jaw on both sides. That was scary. So she wasn't breathing on her own. She had a tube in her throat and everything, and that went on for like 2-3 weeks, and she was sedated for the entire time, so she wasn't like moving around or doing nothing for 2 weeks. So that was pretty scary there.
Not being able to hold her for 2 weeks was hard. That was really hard.
Right now it's kind of a wait to see if her airway gets a little bigger. There is a possibility of another jaw distraction. So right now she's at 21 or 22 surgeries and a couple more to go, but hopefully the end game is to get the trach out and just be her normal self.
Over the years, Children's Miracle Network has been huge.
Across the street was a Ronald McDonald house, and we actually stayed there pretty much almost the entire time, almost the whole 55 days, and Children's Miracle Network paid for that and then helped pay for our gas for going back and forth to La Crosse from Madison.
Obviously, the cost of things get to be pretty tight when you're not working, and both of us are off work and spending, hours and hours at the hospital. So that was a huge help. And then also within the last year and a half, I think Zoey got an iPad. She does so much with that, and she's learned so much sign language from the programs and things that have been put on her iPad, and that's all been funded through CMN. This year with CMN and Zoey being a hero kid, we didn't know what all it would entail, but we obviously want to be able to give back anytime that we can. It may not be financially, but our time talking to people and getting our story out there and telling them how important CMN has been to our family, I think is huge.
There's a lot of people out there that they see fundraisers and they don't really know where the money is going, but this one, it really goes to the family. They really help out. They really do what they can do.
Every dollar counts. $1 can go towards meals or an iPad. I mean, every little bit helps.
So then she went up there and had all of those surgeries and everything, and after all of the surgeries, they were like, well, she probably won't even make it till she's 1, saying that she won't live. And so she proved that wrong. And said that she'd never walk. She walks, she runs, she does it all. So anything and everything that they say that she'll never do, she's so persistent about everything that she just won't give up on anything. So she will prove you wrong any way that she can.
We want to thank the Children's Miracle Network Hospital for all their support over the last year.
We also want to thank anybody that supports the Children's Miracle Network.
That includes our family, friends, and any sponsors that we had over this last year. Thank you very much. I love you, Zoey. That's our thing.